بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين.
We will have to answer some doubts which people are throwing against calling the rulers of our countries who are not ruling by Allah's law and spreading all this disbelief amongst the Ummah. We have to answer some doubts. Some people say you are not allowed to call anybody say La ilaha illallah. You are not allowed to call him a kafir. Whatever he does, let him do whatever he does. You call him bad, you call him wrong, you call him wrongdoer, but never call him a kafir. We say this is wrong. This is wrong in the teaching of Islam. Because saying La ilaha illallah alone, even though there is a hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, say whoever say La ilaha illallah, he will enter paradise, but this must be understood with the overall idea of Islam. When you go to university, the dean of the university or your tutor, he will tell you, if you study, you will succeed. Then if you go home and you study and you don't attend the exam, you will never succeed. You can't go and tell him, oh, you told me if you study, you will succeed. I have studied. Then he will tell you you're a fool, because you must understand this within the boundary of the law of the faculty or the engineering or the university which you are studying. You can't understand this alone. Exactly the same matter in Islam. You can't say that. You have to understand it with the full concept of Islam. If this statement stands alone, then why the shaitan is a kafir? He says La ilaha illallah. He worships Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So why he was a kafir? Because he was stubborn. And he was arrogant. Exactly like your rulers are and our rulers are. Stubborn. Apply the Sharia of Allah. No. Why don't you follow the footsteps of Rasulullah and the Sahaba? No. Why you are killing Muslims and you leave non-Muslims to do all this mischief in our land? No. And they kill the Muslims. So the kufr was stubborn. If La ilaha illallah alone stands with doing its contradictions, then why Jews are called kafir? Why many people inside Islam have been called kafir? Because this statement, it stands if it does not have any contradictions or actions which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala call it a kufr. Al-Imam Ahmad rahimahullah have narrated in a correct hadith on the authority of Al-Bara ibn Azib that he have seen a man carrying the flag of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to such a person to kill him and to take his money, a Muslim person. Or he was known as a Muslim person. He said, why? He said, because he married his stepmother. He married his stepmother. Then he have seen them taking the man from his home, and they beheaded him. They chopped his neck. Now, according to Islam, if he was adulterian, the punishment for the adulterian is to slash him and to stone him to death. That was not done. Also, the punishment for the adulterian, it does not go as much as taking his money. He said that to kill him and to take his money. This hadith is narrated by Imam Ahmad, Imam Tirmidhi, and Imam Abu Dawood. The only person who being a Muslim and his money should be taken after he dies is the apostate, because if a person dies, his money is not his money anymore, it is the money for his relative and inheritance. Only the apostate, his inheritance, are not allowed to inherit. And this is what happened to him. They took his money and they've killed him. So that shows that a person, or Imam Ibn al-Qayyim as well, it shows that a person, when he is killed, when he is opposing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only in one ayah, and propagating that among his people, then he should be killed without asking. There was no narration that he was asked, why did you do that? Did you know it's wrong or not? No, the ayah was revealed. Do not marry your stepmothers. Do not marry those who have been wives of your fathers. Do not marry. So he married them. Should he have done adultery? Should he have intercourse? Then he would be adulterian. But to marry and propagate it, exactly like your rulers now are making, if they eat ribs, riba among themselves, no problem. But if they make establishments for riba, and if they make laws for riba, that means they are propagating that haram and they making it lawful practically. This is opposing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Again, for ruling by other than Allah's law. Again, for the rest of the Sharia. So why? This person was killed as apostate because one ayah, he only opposed one ayah. What about your rulers opposing all these ayahs? O you believer, do not take Jews and Christians as allies. They are allies to each other. And for any of you who take them as ally, he is one of them. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us more enlightenment and give us more teaching about our religion and give us the light which was in the heart of the Sahaba to judge among its wrong and right, and not to hesitate when it comes to the religion of Islam, taking decisions and to help Islam. Because of all these doubts, the prisons in our countries now are full. People cannot make judgment. People can see kufr, but they can't point to anybody who is responsible for that kufr. People cannot get the brothers and sisters. They cannot give them the right to Islam. People cannot say anything. And the kufr is increasing because of the evil of the scholars, because of people are not interested to know. And when they know, they can't do. And when they do little what is not enough. This is why if we continue down that trend, there will be no Islam. And we will be defeated. And in the end, Allah will bring somebody else other than us, who will know how to talk, what is the language of kufr, like what is happening now in some places like Algeria, and the places who knows how to deal with these kind of people.